What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? Your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming is back again! Ha! 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 It is Saturday. New York City has finally cooled off. It's beautiful outside. And we are inside because we are nerdy gamers. All right, so we're doing a 20-sided shots today. And I say we because I am not alone. We just finished the first of at least 2 games today that we're playing. This game we were trying out, and we've played a similar game to this, actually part of the game family, I guess you could say, for this game. Shoot Again Games is the company. If you remember, we've done a couple of the games already. Looting Atlantis, which everyone loved. Great game. And The Conspiracy. And you got to say it like that. Conspiracy! Because it has an exclamation point at the end. And that game went over very well, too. The game we're going to talk about today for 20-sided shots is we played the next game in the Conspiracy family. And that game is Bigfoot versus Yeti. Battle of the Cryptids. All right, so I got 2 of the 20-sided warriors here with me today. And they're going to sit down. They're already sitting down. Everyone's ready, and they're going to have a discussion and let you know what their thoughts were for their first impressions of the first playthrough of Bigfoot versus Yeti! All right, guys, we got Ryan and we got Alex. Here's the game. Let's show off a couple of the cards first. All right, so if you guys have seen anything from the Conspiracy game, these are going to look very familiar to you. Like I said, it's part of the same family. Show off the box. Let's show everyone, make sure they see the product. There we go. No glare. Nice. So that's the game box right now. Now, this is a prototype of the version of the game. It's going on Kickstarter October. So when you're watching this just being put up, that's going to be tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to be up tomorrow, but I'm not sure the exact date. Keep an eye out for it. Another look at the game. So let's go back to Ryan and Alex. And so what are your thoughts on the first playthrough of this?
I thought it was a lot of fun. It was really easy to jump into, especially since the rules were so very similar to Conspiracy. And the art, the artwork is very similar, so it kind of pops out. You notice it's the same game company, a lot of the same mechanics, so it worked out really, really well. Really easy to pick up and play. Just took a second for me to remember all the rules, but even then, like, it's really straightforward. So once you kind of dive in, you figure out the mechanics of it, you can then start building your strategy. Which you'd think card game, there's a lot of luck tied to it. You'd be right, but there's also a lot of careful planning that you need to put into it because you see the variety of different cards, a lot of the different kind of things that you can group together. There is such a wide variety of things, which kind of blew me away for this being a prototype, how detailed and how much there is of all of this stuff that you can kind of win in any number of ways.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like we talked about with Conspiracy, I mean, it reminds us a lot of, reminds me a lot of Rummy.
Yeah.
But with some good variation, I think.
Absolutely.
I enjoy playing Rummy every now and then. It's a great game, and anyone that you can play Rummy with, you can introduce this game to. I love the Phenomenon cards.
The Phenomenon cards are pretty great. Just kind of add in that little extra kick in the side.
Yeah, and it makes a little bit more interaction with the tabloids, the discard tabloids pile. To make that a little bit more active than it could otherwise be. I think we talked about the art is gorgeous in this.
It's incredible. I mean, again, for being a prototype, if you didn't tell me that, I never would have known. I would have gone looking for this tomorrow in stores because it looks so finished. Yeah. It's amazing. I really hope that they end up making a lot and then make it even refine this even more because it looks great, and I can't imagine. I'm excited to see what they do with the next step up. It should be amazing.
It's been a while since we played Conspiracy, so I don't exactly remember the differences in the powers on these cards. I seem to remember the Greys, the extraterrestrials having a similar thing in the original.
It is similar with the points, being able to outscore everyone else in a certain capacity.
And I think Loch Ness was in the original game too, but I don't really remember anything else in this, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Bigfoot versus Yeti. We never really got into a little bit of a fight the last round. A little bit,
but because of the just vast variety of creatures that are in this, the Bigfoot versus Yeti component didn't come in until the very last round, and even then it was like towards the end of that round that it started to go back and forth between myself and John with the whole switching of the cards, and you grab one and But that is a cool little component, the fact that there are the two-sided cards, the Yeti and the Bigfoot card, and then depending on which one of the two that you end up playing, you can swap out with someone else who already has one of those two things out, just by flipping it over and adding it to your side.
Yeah,
so that was really cool.
And I think it would be interesting. I'd like to play this with more people. I mean, I guess it plays up to what, 4? Is that what it says?
It says 2 to 4, yeah.
I think it would be fun to play with 4, get a little bit more back and forth, potentially going with those Bigfoot and Yeti. Because I think that would be really interesting to see. I mean, with us it was like 2 versus 1, so it was you played your Yeti and stole John's Bigfoot, and then I did the same and stole your Yeti. So I think it would get a little bit more interesting with more people.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's one of these things that you just play multiple rounds of the same thing over and over again. So that way, it's the rules aren't always, there's not a lot of variance. It's just you keep going until you hit the score threshold. And I mean, the box says I think 30 to 45 minute game time. Didn't feel like it. We finished it. I was like, oh, it was like a good 15-20 minutes. I'm like, oh wait, no, that was actually a good kind of good amount of time to play because it was. Because of all that was going on.
Yeah. I mean, I think our first round went a little long because we were figuring out the game.
Yeah. But once we got to round 2 and 3, and it was like, okay. Now we're really going.
Yeah. I mean, like the first round, we made it through the whole deck. Yeah. Every other round, we got halfway-ish through. So that was nice, I think. And that keeps it shorter. So once the first round is going to be a learning game, and then you figure it out. Player aids are great.
Always.
I always like player aids, and I always like good ones. This one, I mean, the game's pretty simple, so I mean, all you really need is a double-sided card, and you pretty much got it.
And that's exactly what this is. That's why there's 2 of them out. Show one of each side. Fantastic.
I mean, I think the one thing that would be... No, it says. Never mind. Yeah, I was going to say, like, it'd be great if it said you can only play one action card. Oh, yeah, that's what it says right here. So reading is fundamental, as always. Yeah.
Yeah, great all around.
So overall, you guys give this thumbs up?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You think this is a good gateway game?
For sure. I think you could introduce this to anyone who enjoys cards.
Yeah.
And are you already looking forward to an expansion?
Yes, I'm interested to see what they do with the expansions. I mean, I guess you could just add in new creature types.
Yeah, whatever other conspiracies are out there, true or false.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the 20-sided Warriors, Ryan and Alex, and their thoughts after the first playthrough, their initial thoughts of Bigfoot versus Yeti Battle of the Cryptids. So I'm Big Johnny G, your buddy, at Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends,